have one new message. Translating. Disney and Pixar's Hoppers is now available on Disney+.
You could say that again.
Critics are calling it Pixar's funniest movie ever and a wildly entertaining ride. Blizzard Potato. It's certified fresh and verified hot.
Now we party.
This is incredible!
Wow, I am clearing the rest of the day.
Disney and Pixar's Hoppers, now available on Disney+. Rated PG.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
This episode is brought to you by Prime. What if you had one more chance with the one that got away?
Sam,
you came home.
Based on the best-selling novel from Carly Fortune. Every Year After follows childhood friends Sam and Percy as they reunite in the dreamy, nostalgic lakeside town of Barry's Bay.
love can be hard to find. So if you're lucky enough to find that person, never let go.
A second chance at first love. Every Year After, now streaming only on Prime.
Thank you for listening to It Doesn't Work That Way. It's sponsored by Frame of Reference, the series that dives into the vulnerable, messy, and deeply human lives of a close-knit group of friends. It explores how fear, past mistakes, and unresolved trauma shape the way we see the world today. Stream Season 1 of Frame of Reference on the Roku channel, Tubi TV, Prime Video, Fossum TV, and YouTube Movies and TV. Hello and welcome to It Doesn't Work That Way with me, Kalisha Zachery.
And me, Kachelle Zachery.
How are you today, friend?
I am so good. And today, Kalisha,
yeah,
I'm so sincere when I say this. I am wanting to put a lot of great energy in the atmosphere.
Yes.
And with this, I am encouraging everybody to be what you seek. Be what you seek. Okay, let me break it down. I want to be kind.
Yes.
So if I'm seeking kindness, I need to be that. If I'm seeking love, I need to be that. If I'm seeking joy, I need to be that. If I'm seeking peace, I need to be that. That's the energy that I'm on. Be what you are seeking. It has to start here first before I can expect it to be anywhere else. And I also want to be the one to release it and influence that everywhere I go. And a lot of people be like, Kachelle, you're always so optimistic. Kachelle, you're always looking for the bright side of things. Like, is that
Why
a
you
bad
make it
thing?
sound like that? Kachelle, you're always optimistic.
Because they say it like it's a bad thing. I have to look for joy.
Yeah.
I have to look for peace. And I don't want any other energy around me. And if that's what you own, that's fine. Just don't do it around me.
Yeah.
And if I sense it around you, I'm going to try my best to influence it.
Mm-hmm.
And if the influence is not there, then we're not aligned.
Okay.
And that's all I'm saying.
So
I'm really on that. Be what you seek.
So I seek generosity.
Be
I'm gonna
that.
Be generous.
If you are seeking generosity, be that. If you're seeking abundance, be that. If you're seeking prosperity, be that. If you're seeking healing, be that. Be all these things that you want.
Girl.
It starts with us. And I'm really on this tip in 2026. I'm expecting nothing less than love, peace, joy, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, patience, and self-control.
Who gonna argue with them?
Who gonna argue with peace? Who?
Satan.
Wait a minute. Who gonna argue with love? Who gonna argue with love?
Satan.
Who is going to argue kindness?
Satan.
Well, listen, him and his minions, they can go somewhere.
We want no parts of it.
That's not the vibe that I'm on. So I say all that to say is that's the energy that I'm on. That's the orbit that I'm going to stay in. And I'm not going to allow, keyword, allow anyone to pull me out. I'm staying in that zone.
I'm going there with you, and I can attest to that.
Okay.
To our family, our community here, season 3, It Doesn't Work That Way. Kachelle is very consistent.
I am.
And it doesn't matter where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what time of day.
It doesn't.
When she gets in an elevator
and
you're in there with her,
I'm bringing joy.
How are you today?
How are you today?
And
How's
it's amazing.
Your day going?
It's amazing to me that people look like, is she really talking to us?
Yes.
But that's how rare it is. So thank you for being that in the world.
You're welcome.
And you're going to get all that back.
I do. I get it back.
You
I
do.
get it in the most random places, in the most random situations. I get everything that I pour out. It comes back to me. And let me tell you the beauty of it. When it comes back to me, it's always in places where I least expect it. And it's always so beautiful.
Y'all pray for me, though. Okay, so because I'm gonna get on that tip, because that energy is contagious.
It is,
and I'm gonna receive it.
Thank you.
So yes, today, y'all, on the show, I want to delve into a topic that has been on my mind since we started our company.
Wow,
many years ago.
That was 17 years ago, y'all.
So this topic is so relevant and so poignant that it hasn't gone away in 17 years, and it is literally the ethos of what we do and why we do it.
I can see that.
So creative professionals at large this has touched independent to major people, period, in the industry of film. There's no other industry that I have heard of that has the type of gatekeeping that the entertainment industry, music and entertainment industry has. Would you agree?
I would totally agree. And then I also see that a lot of times people like to mask gatekeeping as a form of protection.
Okay.
Or gatekeeping in order to maintain standards, or, oh, we're gatekeeping to protect quality, or we're doing this to protect culture. But I call a lot of bullshit on that, because underneath all that protection, there's usually something deper at play. Let's just be real.
Now.
Let's just be real.
Well, sometimes I think it's about control.
I agree.
So maintaining authority over access.
Yes.
Information. And the key one is opportunities.
Ooh, that opportunity gatekeeping is a beast.
It's like, what? It's like, you can't, it's like, just watch us.
Right.
And then if you go up to, so I had an epiphany.
Okay.
I was in LA, I was in LA, and I was at a meeting. It was an entertainment meeting, moving the needle. It takes meetings, you guys. It takes relationships, but that's a whole nother episode.
You was at a Juggernaut studio.
I was at a Juggernaut studio in LA, and it came to me. I had this epiphany. I was like, oh, I realize what's going on here.
Okay.
Around the gatekeeping culture.
Okay.
That it's everywhere.
It is.
But if I were to go to, let's say, a friend of ours who does real estate.
Yes.
And I would be like, hey, how can I become successful at commercial real estate?
All right.
Because they're successful. They would be able to give me a blueprint.
They would.
Now, they wouldn't be able to say, you're going to be as successful as me or more successful as me, or, that is to be determined by how hard I work.
Right.
Right. But they would be able to tell me, Kalisha, these are the steps that you can take to make yourself viable in commercial real estate.
I would agree.
They would probably be like, hey, you need to get X license.
Yes.
You may want to mentor with some folks, go work at a small firm.
Yes.
Learn some stuff, go out on a couple calls.
Yeah.
Understand this, understand that, build relationships, build your Rolodex. They would be able to give me those steps.
They would.
As I was at this meeting, it hit me like a ton of bricks. This industry,
be specific.
Hollywood.
Yes.
Independent Hollywood, outside of the Hollywood, inside of the Hollywood, New York, Atlanta, Louisiana, Dallas, wherever you are, USA or a globe.
Film, entertainment, media.
No one can tell you how to be successful.
Spider, would you agree with that?
I do.
It is. And it hit me like it hit me. I was at that meeting and I was like, you know what? No one can tell me.
Yeah. If I wanted to be a dentist,
I could go talk to dentists right now. I could go talk to my dentist. That would be the first place I would start.
Yeah.
And he would be like, hey, you're going to have to go to medical school.
Yes.
If I wanted to be a lawyer.
If I wanted to open up a franchise, Chick-fil-A.
If I wanted to open up a donut shop, somebody's going to tell me, hey, you need to find this location. You need to do this. You need to be able to get up in the morning at 2:00 in the morning and you're going to close at 12 and you're going to do this and this, how many donuts you need to be able to turn a profit.
But film, TV, media, entertainment. Isn't that strange?
It's so... Anybody that says they have all the answers, they're lying.
I would agree.
Period.
I would agree.
This is the most gate-kept industry in the world.
I think if we're honest, a lot of this gatekeeping is rooted in insecurity.
Okay, let's talk about it.
The fear that if access expands, status shrinks. But what's the question? What's the question for this episode?
If the entertainment industry is about storytelling and community, then shouldn't the path to access or success be clearer? If you're talented, which we are. We're disciplined.
We are.
In our work. We got work to do in other areas. We are connected.
We are.
Shouldn't Hollywood reward that? Why does it feel like the rules are hidden?
Because we know it doesn't work that way. We know it does not work that way. And I believe that it doesn't is because it's fear. I think fear is the quiet driver behind most gatekeeping. Fear of replacement. Fear of irrelevance. Fear of oversaturation.
Okay.
Fear of losing control. Fear of losing exclusivity. You name it. I think fear is what's driving it. And the entertainment industry is so volatile. Careers can shift overnight. So people hold tightly to whatever leverage they have. But the irony, collaboration expands markets. Like, how you going to do this by yourself?
You can't.
Transparency strengthens ecosystems. I mean, you got to be like, hey, transparent enough to let people know how they can get a foot in. Mentorship builds legacy. Aren't we wanting this thing to be longevity, to last? But fear shrinks vision. And I think that's the caveat.
All right, let's talk about it. No, seriously. That's exactly what Jordan does on So About That. Whether the conversation is breaking down why nostalgia is a scam, figuring out if we're bad at relationships, or asking why activism has turned into a digital performance, this podcast is where culture, curiosity, and a little bit of side-eye come together. This is for the thinkers, the overanalyzers, and the one who loves a good debate over brunch. We are building a community, challenging beliefs, and probably exposing a few contradictions of their own along the way. It's all love, though. Listen to So About That anywhere you get your podcasts. Collaboration expands markets.
Let
me go back there. Right now, if you go on to Apple TV,
right now,
they've collaborated with Stars.
Okay.
And they say, through your Apple subscription, you can get access to Stars. That's a collaboration. You see collaborations between Netflix with Warner where they put shows that normally are on a different app on Netflix. That's collaboration. So if it's needed at that level, why wouldn't they be more open to collaboration? And don't give me the whole, we got to protect whatever. Because it's not about that. That's why YouTube is coming for that ass.
It is. Yes. So we were at a meeting in LA. We were at a major studio in LA. And they were breaking down the stats between, some of the platforms that they were concerned about. And the number one platform they were concerned about was YouTube. And I was expressing to the executive, I said, you know what? YouTube has dismantled gatekeeping. Anybody in the free world can go and create what they want. They don't have to ask for permission. They are the green light.
Right.
Now, they have to maybe do a lot of self-investing. They maybe have to do a lot of self-uplifting. They got a lot to do. Now, it's not going to come easy, but they don't have to ask for permission to enter in. They can make that creative short story, TV series, whatever that creative output is, and they can upload it without anyone's permission. They can drive their marketing behind it. YouTube has dismantled gatekeeping, so to speak. So I'm not surprised that this major studio was like, YouTube is like at the top of our watch list, and rightfully so. They're making waves for people to come in and do what they need to do to put their work out there.
Now, granted, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube.
It is. Now, I think they upload. If I got to look it up because their uploads is crazy. You're going to get lost in the sea. You're going to get, yeah.
It's going to be hard to find that quality that you may be looking for, but don't use the word quality to keep people out.
So approximately 2.6 million to over 3.7 million videos are uploaded to YouTube every day. Every day, guys. 3.7 million videos
daily
are uploaded to YouTube on a daily basis. So although they are number one in, removing the gate from you putting your content out there, you are lost. So unless you got major marketing dollars to push whatever your creative visual output is, you're going to be lost in this 3.7 million uploads. So that's the downside. There's a lot of uploads to YouTube, but the upside is you can still get your work out there.
Whoever can find the medium,
yes,
is really going to be set apart, because with and I know a lot of people don't like this word, with AI.
Yes.
I was shocked to see the video of an AI Tom Cruise and an AI Brad Pitt fighting.
That was pretty shocking.
Because what did you think of the quality?
I thought the quality was spot on.
Me too.
I thought it was spot on. And then I was like, ugh, but that, that was made outside of them, most likely without their permission,
it's icky.
Most likely without their awareness. That's their image, that's their likeness being used to someone else's advantage based on whatever they wanted to do. So there's the ick part to it, but also I saw the quality in it. And I think the AI, if we're just going to be honest, is going to continue to improve, which is scary.
Sarah Connor told us.
She did now. She told us. And more than one Terminator.
She did.
She been talking to us for a long time.
She been talking for a minute.
So Sarah, I'm listening. And at the same time, I do think we got to put some safety nets in place, because I want to know that shit is fake, basically. I want to know that, that is truly AI, and you can never take away from the real living, breathing creatives.
Because that's the question I ask now is somebody go send me, I'm like, is that AI? Mm-hmm. And everybody doesn't put the disclaimer on there to tell you that it's AI or not. So, but the big truth is gatekeeping isn't just about keeping people out. It's about preserving structures that feel safe to the people inside them.
I would agree. So
they don't want to lose the power.
There you go. And that may never change. So we had to ask ourselves, leaving that meeting, if the gates are going to continue to stay up, then we must build outside the gates, which is why it was no surprise to us that YouTube was so high on the list of platforms to watch, because people are taking that platform to build outside the gate. We can't wait for permission. We cannot wait. We got to be able to do this on our own. And you don't need institutional validation to do it, but we do need each other. We do need, if the executives at Netflix or Warner Brothers or Paramount or Amazon is listening to this, you do need a portal You do need a
Oh, my
way
God.
for amazing talent to tap in. Sure, vet that. Get a survey, vet that. I get it. There's a reason for agents and managers. I get that, but they are often the gates. And you need a way for people to present what they're doing to you outside of that system. What that looks like, I think, is that happy medium you're talking about. Maybe
It's one
Watts
with-
is going to come up
It
with
will.
it. Yeah,
It will. It'll be one with integrity.
It sure will.
It'll be one where you would actually take the time to seek it out, to think about it. I think about some of the stories I've heard where, because of gatekeepers, people almost passed on incredible things, or they have.
Right.
You know, I think it was an interview with at the time the head of Warner HBO, where he was like, we passed on Mad Men.
So I don't call that a gate.
What is that?
So the fact that he had a chance to look at Mad Men
Say less.
is not the gate.
Say
he,
less.
He just couldn't see the vision of Mad Men.
Okay, well-
you have incredible talent that has. When I hear people say, "I just pitched," the biggest thing that runs through my mind, and I've been doing this for 17 years. I am so not interested that you just pitched. I want to know how. How did you get to the table to pitch?
Yeah.
Period. Because the gates are real.
The
Those are
gates are
not
real.
made up, invisible
real.
gates. They are very real. And the goalpost to do certain things seems to shift every time you get in front of someone. Oh, you need an agent. Well, you don't necessarily need an agent, but you need a name attached to your project. Oh, you don't need a name. You don't need, it's so much.
Now you need you need an audience.
Yes.
Oh, you don't need an audience. Now you need IP. Oh, you don't need IP. It's like you guys but
Which
see,
one is it? So when I hear people speak on the luxury of pitching, I'm like, that is amazing. Now tell us what you did to get there, and there goes up a gate. There's another gate.
tired of lazy thinking about life, career, faith, politics, and brotherhood? Join Keith Ben, where real conversations happen. No professors, just students of life, bringing authenticity, vulnerability, and growth to the table. If you're ready for better thinking, you're built different. Listen to Built Different anywhere you get your podcasts.
I'm not sharing that. So it's
Because they don't want their opportunity to be taken away, or their shine, or whatever they did to get
fear.
to that.
So we back at fear again.
Yeah.
So again, I think you said it so eloquently at the top, is this industry, film, media, entertainment, television, is the only industry that we cannot get a blueprint on how to succeed. If I was opening up a franchise, they could tell me. If I was wanting to be a dentist, they could tell me. If I wanted to sell real estate, they could tell me.
They could tell you.
If I wanted to be a lawyer, they could tell me. But if you want to own a media company, create quality content, partner with major platforms, nobody knows. No one knows what to do.
Everybody acting like we solving cancer.
And it's just like, y'all, stop it.
It can't be this hard. But that's the power of media.
Mm.
Media, what it can, controlling what you see and what you hear, and the narrative that gets explained. They want to gatekeep that. They want to keep that. I mean, to be honest, that's why we're here. We're disrupting how they see Black people in. Let me be specific. We are disrupting how they see Black American people in film and television.
Right.
We know as Black American people how refreshing it was to see the Cosbys.
Oh my gosh.
We understand
yes.
how refreshing it was to see A Different World.
My God,
We
yes.
understand how refreshing it was to see us represented in a way that
in a
normally
balanced way.
that they didn't allow to get greenlit. So you would greenlit me if I was doing the most disgusting thing to my community, stuff that we've seen a billion times, whether it be true or not.
Right.
Stuff we've seen over and over again.
That's not the only thing.
We're not just that thing. But if you want to control how people see you across the globe,
Mm-hmm.
the way you do it is through media.
So anyone that's listening to this episode is like, okay, I hear all the barriers. I hear all the setbacks. I hear all the gates. But here's the beauty, because I like looking for the beauty in everything.
That's okay.
Here's the beauty. The beauty is that they can't control your development. They can't control your consistency. They can't control how you connect with your community and with your audiences. So you always got to ask yourself, what can I produce with what I have? That's why you see Frame of Reference
on Prime, Tubi TV, Folsom TV, Roku channel, just to name a few. And YouTube Movies and TV.
There she go. That's why, what proof of concept can I create? That's why we self-funded our first project. What audience can I begin to nurture? That's what we're currently doing now.
Check out the What's Known.
There you go. So there's things that you can do and still keep going, because no matter what, someone is waiting on you. And I think the biggest setback is if we believe that the only way we can move forward is if we get past their gates. They may not ever let us in, but there will be a moment where you continue to be consistent. You will build leverage. And when you build leverage then turns into access. And then once you get that access, leverage will look like, oh, you got an audience. Oh, you got a consistency body of work. Oh, you got clear positioning. Oh, you got revenue streams, even if they're small ones. Even if they are small, you got it. You got it. Oh, you got strategic partnerships. Oh, okay. So what you're building is leverage. You're meeting change, and the conversation then begins to shift, Kalisha.
Yeah.
And you start to find yourself saying, can I get a shot? Or here's what I've already built. And so I encourage anyone that is facing a gate or that is in front of one and you can't seem to get past it.
Wow.
You can move anyway.
Leverage is proof.
You can move anyway. And so you got to find a way to move forward past those gates. And then you get to come to the table and say, this is what I did outside of y'all. And we could do more if we partner together. So I just want to talk about the power of not waiting for their permission, but building the leverage anyway. And I think a mistake that a lot of creators make is believing access creates value. But it's the other way around. Value is what creates access.
Say that again.
I think one of the biggest mistakes a lot of creatives make is believing access creates value.
If I have access to this person,
then I'll have value. But the real truth is that value is what creates access. I can look over our 17-year-old journey, and I can see the value that we've created, and the access it has allowed us to gain.
Facts.
And we've gained some pretty dope, amazing access. So the goal is to create value, create quality, do it outside of their system, be consistent, prove your concepts are worth developing, even if you have to invest in yourself.
And before we close, I think that's beautiful, Kachelle. And before we close, I want to be honest about something. Gatekeeping will always exist.
It will.
In entertainment, in business, in creative spaces, in every room where power, opportunity, and identity intersect. No matter where you go, it's going to be there. The question is not whether gates are real. The question is, what do you do in response to them?
Come on.
So for us, our response, the gates are very much there. Do you live in LA? No, but I create in Dallas. Shout out 214.
Yes.
So that's a gate. Like they're asking you if you live in LA, like as if LA is the only place to create. At one point, LA was on point, but people are creating everywhere all the time. You heard the statistic earlier in the show. People right now are uploading a video to YouTube. It's like you have to be prepared for that. But because here's the danger. If you obsess over who won't let you in, you lose time building what makes you undeniable.
My God.
So if we had waited for everybody to say, yeah, them, that's just not going to happen. Some people are so oppressed with our grind. They may not even get our content.
They're so impressed with our
or the
grind.
story. They're so impressed with our grind. They be like, nobody else is pushing that hard because we believe in what we're doing.
Right.
So the gates can be there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. And I'm not saying anything else bad about them. I understand. You know, at some point, you know, I have assistants, so it's not easy to get to me.
Facts.
But I do have a portal.
You do.
On my website, you can send me an email. Now, I will eventually get to that email.
You will. That's fact.
Do you understand? But there are people that vet stuff for me like, hey, this is probably spam. And I'm not talking about Google AI. I'm talking about somebody looking at the email like, girl, no, this may be something that is not aligned to your purpose. Mm-hmm. So if somebody's saying, hey, Kalisha, we want you to start an eyeglass line. You know, I love eyeglasses, but that's not my passion making them. Mm-hmm. I just like to consume them and buy them.
All right.
And have different eyeglasses. So if for us here at Watts, for you, whatever you may be able, whatever you are working on in the creative industry, if you feel like there's a gate, there probably is a gate. If somebody's telling you can do something microwave quick, run away. Come with your receipts. Have your proof. I love when I have my proof because it changes the entire conversation. Oh, y'all did that? You did that? What? And I see people get so curious. How did they do that? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't wait for them to call me. Mm-hmm. You know, I said, hey, I'll meet y'all on the other side, but I'm going anyway. Mm-hmm. So gatekeeping may control entry, but it does not control your discipline. Mm-hmm. It doesn't control your creativity. And guess what? It doesn't control your future.
I love that.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
So let them build the gates. We're going to go all the way around them.
All right.
And until next time, community.
Thank you for being a part of our conversation.
Yeah, I was just going to say build.
Yes.
Do what you got to do. Get out there, live what you see. Put that vision out. Don't dream it. Put it in reality, especially when it's in a creative world. And I appreciate for y'all for being here. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So
close us out. You closing us out.
Oh, I get to do it. Oh my gosh, thank you. So I want to thank you for being a part of our community. We would be grateful if you would give us a 5-star rating and share your thoughts on Apple Podcasts.
Oh my God.
Your support truly assists us in connecting with a wider audience. True. Don't gatekeep on that. Mm-mm. To leave a rating and review, simply scroll to the bottom of the show page and click on write a review. We would love to hear from you. We actually read them all. Subscribe. Since you're here, hit the subscribe, follow, favorite button and join our community. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. We want to hear from you. For more information on us, the podcast network, please visit our website at wattsproductions.com/podcast. Share this episode with your friends who might find it interesting. I find it interesting and I think they would too. And lastly, we will see you next time. I want to wish everyone love, joy, and patience.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.